Hey, this is U.S. Olympic gold medalist Tara Davis Woodhull.
And I'm U.S. Paralympic gold medalist Hunter Woodhull.
As athletes, our lives are about having a clear path.
And a team that you can absolutely trust.
So when it came to getting the best mortgage,
we chose PennyMac.
PennyMac is proud to be the official mortgage provider of Team USA and you.
Learn more at pennymac.com. PennyMac Loan Services, LLC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS ID 35953. Licensed by the Department of Financial Protection and Innovation under the California Residential Mortgage Lending Act. Conditions and restrictions may apply.
Magnesium supplements? You've mastered the basics. Now it's time to optimize. If you're serious about dialing in your health, upgrading your magnesium isn't optional. It's the key to leveling up your whole body. That's where Solaray Magnesium Glycinate comes in. MagGly from the #1 magnesium brand in health food stores. Solaray has a 50-year legacy of delivering quality and trust in every capsule. Each ingredient is triple tested for identity, purity, and potency in Solaray's GMP certified facility in Ogden, Utah. That means what's on the label is what's in your bottle. No guesswork, just premium MagGly. Plus, it's chelated in-house for powerful muscle, bone, and relaxation support that's designed for optimal absorption and gentle digestion. It's the upgrade your routine's been waiting for. Shop Solaray Magnesium Glycinate on Amazon or Solaray.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Busted appliance? This is your sign to upgrade. Shop at Lowe's to get up to 35% off and next-day delivery on hundreds of major appliances. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 3/18 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. Order by 4 p.m. Available Monday through Saturday. Subject to availability. Fees, exclusions, and restrictions apply. See Lowe's.com/appliance delivery for more details.
Visit your nearby Lowe's on East 17th Avenue in Hutchinson.
Support for the show comes from Public, the investing platform for those who take it seriously. On Public, you can build a multi-asset portfolio of stocks, bonds, options, crypto, and now generated assets, which allow you to turn any idea into an investable index with AI. It all starts with your prompt. From renewable energy companies with high free cash flow to semiconductor suppliers growing revenue over 20% year over year, you can literally type any prompt and put the AI to work. It screens thousands of stocks, builds a one-of-a-kind index, and lets you backtest it against the S&P 500. Then you can invest in a few clicks. Generated assets are like ETFs with infinite possibilities, completely customizable and based on your thesis, not someone else's. Go to public.com/podcast and earn an uncapped 1% bonus when you transfer your portfolio. That's public.com/podcast. Paid for by Public Investing. Brokerage services by Open to the Public Investing Inc. Member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services by Public Advisors LLC. SEC registered advisor. Generated assets is an interactive analysis tool. Output is for informational purposes only and is not an investment recommendation or advice. Complete disclosures available at public.com/disclosures.
Reminiscence a mission this day and age. Kelly and Thelma, and we're turning the page. We're talking family matters. It's about those times. Telling what happened. Read between the lines. Come on by with Kelly and me. Welcome to the family. Take us out, Kelly. Woo! Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome to the family, y'all.
That's right. I'm Kelly.
And I'm Thelma.
And in the 90s, we both starred in a sitcom called Family Matters.
And for today, we rewatched Season 1, Episode 14, Baker's Dozen.
But before we talk about the episode, you know I got to check in. What up, Thelma? What's up, girl?
I'm exhausted, Kelly.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what it's like in Maryland, but in California, I had to go to 14 stores to get 13 items. And most of them were locked up.
Oh,
okay.
No. What's up with that?
It's exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
It's exhausting. My thing is, go west, young woman. Go west. The further west you go, the easier it is to buy things.
Right.
But it's just really crazy.
And it's like they lock up the weirdest items, too. It's like,
girl,
why this? I don't want to be asking for deodorant.
Yeah.
You know, let me ask for some tomatoes.
but they don't have those.
Can I get some butt wash?
Right. And, they used to have a bell where you could at least, signal for somebody.
Right.
Now you got to go all the way up to the cashier or the pharmacist. Excuse me, could you call and can I get somebody to come over to the medicine section?
In quotes. Yeah.
Yeah, so that girl, I was so aggravated
Yeah.
because I have to go to one store for this and another store for that and one store for this brand. And it's just nuts. It's just nuts. So what's going on with you, though?
Well, what's going on with me is that, I'm an old mom. So I started later.
You always say that.
And so it's finally getting to the point where people always go, oh, it goes so fast. When you're an old mom, it doesn't really go that fast. They stay little for a long time. Because you're like, oh my God, why am I so tired running them around? Because you old.
I guess that is true. Now, I would give you that because when I was running around, I was much younger and I just took it in stride. It didn't really faze me, you know? I mean, golly, if I'd had to do it in my 40s, I don't know what I'd have done. But at the time that I had my son, it was just part of the program. I drug him on the road, took him, on American Bandstand, took him to the war. I just took him, And it's also, there weren't so many activities and so much homework either. These kids get so much
Mommy and me classes and this and tutoring.
Gosh.
And then you have a trainer for the sports, the team sports that you're playing. And then this, I said,
and then they want to do taekwondo.
Exactly. And if you don't do all these things and you're like bad parenting because you're not giving them all of the advantages of everybody else. So I'm like,
because they're adding them up.
Correct.
Girl, it's a mess. My heart goes out to you because I would not want to deal with all that now.
At 50.
I mean, I think about just how I was juggling stuff trying to get to the baseball games and get him to this and get him to that and get him to the basketball game and work,
But at least you have your youth on your side. I'm like,
I did have youth on my side. Well, that's a memory.
Not looking good as you look. Cut it out.
Girl, like I said, if I take this rubber band out of my ponytail, everything hitting the floor. All at the same time, from the forehead down. I have to lift it all up and put it on the table.
Well, you still look good. You still pretty.
Thank you, baby. And so do you, what your old mom said. So anyway, I think it's about time we talk about the show, don't you?
Let's get on into it.
All right, then. Today's episode is called Baker's Dozen.
Right.
I call it How I Broke My Knees. It was written by Ken Kuda and directed by James O'Keefe. This is James' second or third show directing.
Yes.
It aired on January 12th, 1990. So, I want to know what was going on in the world at that time, Kelly.
Well, I feel like a broken record. But Babyface was still ruling both the Billboard R&B albums and singles charts with his album Tender Lover.
Getting those coins.
Correct. On January 10th, Time and Warner Communications merged to become one of the biggest media conglomerates in the world, which today would be called a monopoly. But I digress.
It certainly would be called a monopoly.
And on January 13th, Douglas Wilder became the first African-American ever elected as governor in U.S. history.
All right.
Taking office in Virginia, the VA.
I like that piece of info. And with that...
Come on, let's get started.
Let's get going. All right, girl.
Right.
So, in the cold open, kids are going to the mall, and Urkel wants to tag along. Of course, he walks in just like he does, just walking in the door.
Right.
And they convince him that, no, we're going to play hide and seek instead.
Right.
And poor Urkel. One of my favorite lines in the whole show, when you guys say you're going to play hide and seek, and he says his parents play that with him all the time. I once found them in Milwaukee living under an assumed name. Girl, that is a funny line.
I wish they had shown his parents just for one episode.
They never showed?
They never showed.
Did you ever?
Never.
Really?
Never.
Oh my gosh, I assumed that somewhere later in this, in the years that they would come up. They probably would have wanted too much money anyway.
Exactly.
But anyway, so you're going to play hide and seek.
Right.
And he hides, and of course you all leave.
Right.
Now, Rachel has been invited to go along, but she's decided she's going to take a shower. So we know where this is going, correct?
Exactly.
And it's probably the first time he may have been a little more Urkelized in this episode. He was getting a little more, a little bigger, I'll say.
Right.
But him going into the bathroom, I had to think about what was the configuration of the bathroom. Why did it take him so long
to see?
Was he just standing there going, ooh,
did
I do that?
Yeah. But wait a minute. What about your scream? That's the thing that took me out.
Because I'm assuming that he went in, looked around, heard the shower, and pulled the shower curtain.
Right.
And that's when I screamed.
Right.
He was up there looking at me good. What is going on? And why do we have one shower in a house with 95 bedrooms? I don't get that. Is there a bathroom upstairs? Are we all just really coming downstairs?
No, we
That's
have
so
another,
sad.
because in an earlier episode, we saw Carl put in another bathroom, remember? But it's upstairs.
Oh, that was Mother Winslow's
Mother
bathroom.
Winslow's bathroom. But did you notice you were taking a shower in Mother Winslow's bathroom? That's where her bedroom was in an earlier episode.
I know.
Right.
Well, this house is very confusing.
Well, you got to get in where you fit in.
Yeah, and we all fit in downstairs, apparently. So.
Okay, so in the first scene, the family's having dinner, minus Mother Winslow.
And where is she?
Exactly. So Carl's baking a dessert with this crazy apron on.
Yeah,
Did you notice that?
Western. What was up?
So everybody's talking about Carl's a terrible cook. But obviously, it's one thing he's good at. Making tarts.
He figures it'd be something sweet. You know he wouldn't know how to cook a piece of meat.
Right. It's actually good. So this recipe has been passed down through the men in his family.
The only recipe my family passed down was meat recipes. So first you soak it in beer. It always started with that. Everything got soaked in beer.
Oh my God, that is so true.
It is. I said that they only talked about meat in my family, so I'm fascinated that Carl could cook a tart of all. What black family has a tart recipe? But anyway.
Right. In my family, men didn't do anything except work.
Well,
baby, they go to work, they put the money on the dresser, everything else is up to you.
They have done all they need to do. Okay,
Right.
We'll do the rest.
Listen, baby need to go to tutoring, handle that. Somebody need to be cooked, take care of it.
Handle it.
I don't do anything
Baby
but go
got
to
a
work.
cold. Better take him to the doctor.
Exactly.
Where does the daddy-in come in? I'm going to work.
Right.
So anyway, the tarts are so fabulous, fabulous, that Rachel asked Carl to make some tarts for her writers group. Now, anytime Rachel asks anybody to do anything, I would start sweating because she seems to be almost as bad as Carl as far as getting everybody in the hell.
Right.
But you, of course, being the mercenary,
business manager, baby.
Yes, yes. You is Miss Black Enterprise.
Right.
I love that title for you.
Teenage hostile takeover. Right.
I mean, you right away grabbed that this is something that we can do to make money as a family.
That's one thing I did like about this episode is that Black people, we will figure out a way to make an extra $1, baby.
And that's about all we
make. Dinners, fish fries.
I know, fish fry after
You know my grandmother making dinner next Friday.
I'm cooking sweet potato pies. Y'all get them while they hot.
Exactly. It took me back.
Yeah, I mean, girl, I might think about my grandmother, you know, all the things my grandmother used to can.
Oh, wow.
Canned food. Actually, canned food, girl.
Yeah.
I would try to be gone for the month of August.
Oh,
because that kitchen would be on fire.
Did she rope you into it?
What are you going to say? No? Get your behind beat and still have to be in the hot kitchen? Just go on and be in the hot kitchen.
You better get on in there.
Honey, I was on in there. But yeah, we will make a way out of no way.
Right.
For real. Mm-hmm. Now, how can you, in any good conscience, not want to give your grandmother some money? I mean, you are cold-blooded.
Listen,
you
baby.
may have Harriet beat in a couple of areas.
Well, let me ask you this. You gonna get some money for not being there?
Yeah, she's your grandmother. I'm sure she's giving you some money for not being there, so to speak.
Listen, baby. She out of town. You out of town, you out of luck.
Exactly. You just don't care. I love that about your character. That you are true to form, man. You be there or be out of it.
Correct.
That's all of it.
Right.
And I mean, you never do say that you're actually going to give her any money either. You just go, okay. I said, she's smart. She ain't said nothing about giving nobody nothing. Nothing.
Right.
Okay, so we're off and running. We know this is going to be a fiasco.
Mm-hmm.
Carl and I want to do it, so you know it's bad. You know, I think I'm starting to resent Mother Winslow. I mean, how's she going to have more going on than me? I've got nothing.
She living her best life, baby.
Living her best life and living it without us. Ain't even telling us where she's going. I don't think we know where she is. Ain't no telling.
You know you can't ask no older Black woman anything. Baby, you ask my mother any question, she ready to chop you in the neck. Where am I going?
Who you think you talking to?
How long I been grown and how long you been grown?
That's a good one. I hadn't heard that one yet. I'm going to use that, though. I like that line.
But, honey, she has a passport, will travel. Mother Winslow always on the go.
You know, I mean, we've seen her playing tennis. We've seen her going to the casino. We've seen her traveling with her girls.
Right.
I mean, she is doing the doggone thing.
Right.
And there's Rachel at home, stuck being a big old oversized baby,
Right.
always getting everybody into something, which is funny because Rachel has obviously been dodging responsibility most of her life.
Right.
Because she's the only person I know that can sprint with a baby in hand faster than you guys can get out of the room. She's obviously been dogging Harriet out like that every time something came up since she was like 5. You know, Harriet's been carrying the load.
You guys, your interaction with each other totally reminds me. I'm a big sister. It totally reminds me of how I deal with my sister. You guys had a really...
And she doesn't have any
really
sisters.
well developed.
Does Jo Marie have her siblings?
Yes, she has younger siblings.
Girls, though? I mean, does she have a sister?
Yes.
Okay,
remember Stacey was stand-in.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So we're all big sisters.
Right.
If you think about it, you're a big sister, I'm a big sister, she's a big sister.
Right.
So I guess we know those roles
very well.
You know, enough to play both. I know because I know my baby sister got away with everything. Babies just do.
Right.
So I basically play Rachel as a big baby.
Right.
You know, the baby sister that got away with stuff, and she was the responsible one, and I was the one that was not and didn't care.
And live with them with a baby.
And Rachel is staying in her lane. She is still there.
So Rachel comes home with the news that the cafe that she went to loves Carl's Tarts. And so does their corporate chain.
Yes.
So she breaks the news that they wanted to order 12,000 tarts due in 2 days.
Well, she doesn't exactly break it that easily. She has to break it on down. You know, she starts with 1,000 and then 1,000 times 12, you know.
Right.
She walks it in. So they don't quite hear all of it at the same time, but it comes to the same thing.
And she had already agreed to the order, and she also bought the baking supplies and the fancy industrial mixer.
Well, you know, I figured out that Rachel operates under the assumption that the Winslows can do anything. So once we say yes to anything, she goes like 110% as opposed to maybe start at 80.
Yeah.
But I think she is not wrong in that. When we put our minds to it, we can do anything. Of course, she's nuts, so, you know, that goes without saying.
But I love the sale. And you think Famous Amos was famous? I love that line.
I know.
It was really good.
Do you know their Famous Amos cookies are still out there?
Really?
Yep.
I never see them.
The little packages.
Yeah,
in all the little convenience stores, they still sell them, and they're still good.
I love those.
Amazingly enough. And I love how poor Harriet, her job, always trying to rein us in, always trying to be the voice of reason, always trying to convince everyone of what she already knows.
Right.
I don't know why she wastes her breath, because if she got her way, we wouldn't have had a show.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
I mean, that's the bottom line. We had to be all dysfunctional, but I love how she tries so hard.
I just want to also highlight the character development of Harriet. Her delivery, her... Everything about it was so well done in these earlier episodes, right?
Right. Well, I mean, I think she had the advantage, too, because that character was established. Remember, that's the only character that was established from Perfect Strangers.
Right.
She was that good. That's why they brought her over.
Right.
And became the foundation of our show. But she definitely had that gravitas in her performance. She was our grounder.
Right.
She was like the thing that keeps us from being electrocuted.
But she was also like hilarious, like so perfect.
Exactly.
When to be like the mom with the violin music, when to be like snappy. So good.
When to be just mean. she had that. You both had that streak. Man, she could work your nerve, especially Carl. I mean, she could say something to him. He probably thought about it 5 minutes later and went, wait a minute, what did she say?
Exactly.
Because she is saying it in a way that you don't quite think she's dogging you out until you think about what she said later on.
Somebody who cuts your throat without you even knowing it till you bleed out.
I feel like I'm bleeding. What happened?
Okay, but wait a minute. Did you notice the shoulder pads of the little blazer you had on? Baby.
I could have brought dinner in on a plate on this side and a plate on that side. and just walked in. Honey, I was wearing some shoulders, wasn't I?
Baby.
Yes, honey. It was the 90s.
You was cute. That's the bottom line.
I was cute. And I had several different looks. Did you notice that I went from sneakers to boots to...
Oh, yes.
I had it going on, child.
Meanwhile, I'm standing with some ran over boots.
Mucker looks.
With my knock knees. With some tights on.
No, girl, don't talk about no knock knees now. Girl, my knees have to ask the other one to get out of the way so the other one can get past. The difference in how, Rachel would change 3 or 4 times and hadn't gone anywhere.
Baby, and flawless. With a baby.
With a baby. No spit up.
Now, you know, if you got a baby in the house.
Never had the towel on my shoulders.
None of that.
None of that.
No, that messed up your outfit.
Exactly. Oh, I love it.
Right.
So,
in next scene, the family is hard at work in the kitchen. And then you know who comes in and crashes the party once again.
Of course.
Right.
And of course, he has to ask for your hand in marriage just so we can use an oven. And Carl actually considers it. I'll give it to you. I'm going to make money. I'm king of tarts. You know, he loses all perspective when he gets his king hat on.
Right.
And of course, Steve would be the one person who would know what that mixing machine was completely. Numbers and everything.
It's a machine.
I love how, you notice when he does this quite often when Carl's getting some kind of dessert or something. Right. He always tells a story that just makes Carl gag. And this time, it's the rat falling into the donut batter.
No, but see the realization on his face. Oh, the one downtown, you know.
No, is that next to the police station?
Carl, you ever go to that one?
And you know he went back after all that. You know he was there the next day asking for another jelly donut. Ooh.
Right.
Magnesium supplements? You've mastered the basics. Now it's time to optimize. If you're serious about dialing in your health, upgrading your magnesium isn't optional. It's the key to leveling up your whole body. That's where Solaray Magnesium Glycinate comes in. MagGly from the #1 magnesium brand in health food stores. Solaray has a 50-year legacy of delivering quality and trust in every capsule. Each ingredient is triple tested for identity, purity, and potency in Solaray's GMP certified facility in Ogden, Utah. That means what's on the label is what's in your bottle. No guesswork, just premium MagGly. Plus, it's chelated in-house for powerful muscle, bone, and relaxation support that's designed for optimal absorption and gentle digestion. It's the upgrade your routine's been waiting for. Shop Solaray Magnesium Glycinate on Amazon or Solaray.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Support for the show comes from Public, the investing platform for those who take it seriously. On Public, you can build a multi-asset portfolio of stocks, bonds, options, crypto, and now generated assets, which allow you to turn any idea into an investable index with AI. It all starts with your prompt. From renewable energy companies with high free cash flow to semiconductor suppliers growing revenue over 20% year over year, you can literally type any prompt and put the AI to work. It screens thousands of stocks, builds a one-of-a-kind index, and lets you backtest it against the S&P 500. Then you can invest in a few clicks. Generated assets are like ETFs with infinite possibilities, completely customizable and based on your thesis, not someone else's. Go to public.com/podcast and earn an uncapped 1% bonus when you transfer your portfolio. That's public.com/podcast. Paid for by Public Investing. Brokerage services by Open to the Public Investing Inc. Member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services by Public Advisors LLC, SEC registered advisor. Generated assets is an interactive analysis tool. Output is for informational purposes only and is not an investment recommendation or advice. Complete disclosures available at public.com/disclosures.
If you're struggling with weight loss, start your journey at loseweightnow.co because Orderly Meds helps people get real results with proven GLP-1 semaglutide starting for as little as $74 a month. No waiting rooms, no confusion, just real support and guidance you can count on all year long. Get started today at loseweightnow.co. Individual results may vary. Visit loseweightnow.co and get started today. That's loseweightnow.co.
Now I'd like to introduce you to Meaningful Beauty, the famed skincare brand created by iconic supermodel Cindy Crawford. It's her secret to absolutely gorgeous skin. Meaningful Beauty makes powerful and effective skincare simple, and it's loved by millions of women. It's formulated for all ages and all skin tones and types, and it's designed to work as a complete skincare system, leaving your skin feeling soft, smooth, and nourished. I recommend starting with Cindy's full regimen, which contains all 5 of her best-selling products, including the amazing youth-activating Melon Serum. This next-generation serum has the power of melon leaf stem cell technology. It's melon leaf stem cells encapsulated for freshness and released onto the skin to support a visible reduction in the appearance of wrinkles. With thousands of glowing 5-star reviews, why not give it a try? Subscribe today and you can get the amazing Meaningful Beauty system for just $49.95. That includes our introductory 5-piece system, free gifts, free shipping, and a 60-day money-back guarantee. All of that available at meaningfulbeauty.com.
Oh, that was funny.
So after some hours, they ready to kill each other.
Yeah. I love how the floor mats came in. I didn't talk about ordering them, but obviously that was another expense.
Right.
Ugh. Well, the tensions are high because, of course, if you're trying to do something, you're basically working for 48 hours straight. Right. And, of course, we get more stressed out. And, of course, when you get stressed out, you start being stupid. And, of course, that's what we fall into. And if I may say so, Carl and I are the biggest stupidos in all
right.
of
no, wait,
everyone.
Wait. I want you to go back. So didn't you hurt your knees on this, right?
Girl.
What happened?
You know, all that tart dough that all that stuff that we had all over the mats and all that.
Right.
I think it was during rehearsal because I don't see where it happened on
this
camera.
Is before the show even we were taping?
No. We were in the midst of taping. It was probably where we had backed up to do something.
Right.
But Jaleel slipped. Mm-hmm. And fell, and somehow when he fell, I hit him and went over him, but on all fours.
Oh, child.
Managed to miss all of those mats and landed on the cement. Oh, I am not joking. I am not joking. Had a torn meniscus or something, but...
Oh, you had real...
Oh, yeah. I mean, after the show, I had to go to the doctor because my knees looked like I was smuggling grapefruit.
No.
But through the advice of another girl who had the surgery and it was a nutritionist and trainer.
You had to have surgery from doing this episode?
I ended up not having the surgery on her advice because she had the surgery and she had to go back and back and back and back. Mm-hmm. And she just said, you're young enough where your body will heal if you let it heal. She said, now when you get older, you'll probably have problems, but you'll be older. And that's basically, she wasn't lying. I'm older and they hurt. Mm-hmm.
Huh.
And this was a show that did it.
Well, for your craft, you've sacrificed your body, Thelma.
Anything for the
And
arts.
we appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank
Absolutely.
You so much. Boy, that food fight was fun, though. I gotta say. It's always fun to get just messy and just go crazy.
Do you remember how good those tarts were? They were good.
They were good. They weren't good by the end of the episode, though, because, ain't nothing good after you've been slapped with it about 400 times.
But I probably ate a dozen of them. They were good.
Oh, I'm sure. We ate probably more than that just in the throwing. My favorite line, though, is when Steve comes back. Mm-hmm. His line where, can I have a glass of milk to go with my face?
Terrible.
Oh, my God.
Right.
That was so funny to me. He's such a cutie pie.
That triggered a whole food fight in the episode.
Oh, yeah. That caused Harriet to come back in and just about lose her stuff.
Right.
Telling us what she wasn't going to tell us about what we were doing, how stupid we were, and what a mess we made, and how we should never have even, I'm not going to say that. And that's where you get your title.
Right.
Miss Black Enterprise.
Right.
But we know, I mean, let's just be honest here.
What?
If this was real life, honey, we'd be taking a dirt nap.
Everybody would have got their behind.
She'd have wiped everybody out. Ain't no way we'd be living. If we were, we'd be living in the garage.
My mother used to go off if we messed up the vacuum cleaner marks in the carpet. Can you imagine having a food fight?
Oh, no, you.
Who's been walking in here?
My grandmother was like that about grass.
Yeah.
But only for grown-ups. When Fobro walked on the grass with his little feet.
Yeah.
Leave him alone. His little feet can't hurt nothing. Get your big feet off my grass, killing my grass. I just let him walk all over it all day.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so selective.
Child, but I tell you, black women have a lot of rules, a lot of unsaid, and you just know them. Like, you just know, you could do this, but don't do that. You can walk here, but don't walk on freshly vacuumed carpet.
You can touch this.
Right.
But you better not touch that.
That part. Mm-hmm. So apparently the family did all of those things in one.
We touched everything that could be touched.
Correct.
Yep.
And Jo Marie came in and went off.
As well she should have. But yeah, if that had been a real thing, I think we'd all been tree food, honey.
Right.
We've been taking that big dirt nap in the sky.
Show over.
So after all of that, after everything we've gone through, we make so much money. I want to see what that first check was. I never got a chance to see what it was.
I kept wondering.
Well, I wonder what it was originally.
The number?
Yeah, because we were all very impressed with it, with the size of the check initially. Right. How the heck did it get down? And you said $24 per person. No, that's $24. 24 big ones. I do admire Rachel's craziness and believing that everything is a way to prosperity. I mean, she really does have that kind of blind. She's kind of naive in a way,
Very much.
I mean, but she's gung-ho. She's 110, and I love that about her character. And like I said, I think she operates under the illusion, and I think all of us do in a way, that the Winslows can do anything. You just have to talk them into it.
Right.
But once we're in it, we're in it to win it. And I love that. I love that we come together, whether we agree or disagree is not the point. Family is the point. You know,
Black women know how to get stuff done, baby.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a choice. I want to do this, honey. I get all the resources. I'm gonna pull the resources together. In fact, you don't need the money when you have all the resources that the money buys.
Right. That's right.
But
you got to know to do that.
Yeah.
I think Black women especially, have had to make do for so long that it's an art. It's an art form. And we think back to episodes like the episode where that Mother Winslow make the depression dinner. Did we have that already? Right, the depression meal. That she would know, you don't use the actual bacon, you use the bacon grease to give it the flavor of the bacon without having to buy the bacon.
Yeah.
When you cut it up and you do this and you add that flavor in the cornbread and, that whole association that Black women have just had to make do and have figured out how to do it.
I love that.
They made do. And obviously they were able to make it work because we're all here, as a result of it.
Right. Anyway, so they finished the order barely after the food fight and everything. And they all jacked up, covered in all the ingredients that they were supposed to be making.
But we still have our violin moment. We still do. I mean, in spite of it all. Because, we have a history now of just messing up. We got Mother Winslow's bathroom, toe up, Denton's police car, toe up. Not a whole kitchen.
Right. Maybe the show needed to be named Hurricane Winslow's.
Exactly. We're back. Damn, we're talented.
They used the little measly $24 to get somebody to come and clean up the kitchen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they make nothing.
And $24 doesn't go far. Although if they use Homoglobe, they will clean your house for $19. Your entire house.
I wonder, is that like a scam? Like, do they come and say, well, this is bigger than I thought.
They come back, it's $419. It's a scam.
Right.
It's just sucking you in, and the people are just so wonderful and so nice. And I just must have them back. I must have them back. Now, how much is this the next time? $7,000.
Correct.
Oh.
But the funny thing is that they even mentioned $24 to get somebody to clean. Now, they would have had them kids and they clean that kitchen up for the next 17 days. I'm not spending no $24 to get nobody when I got kids.
They'd have strapped little Richie's bottom to a broomstick and been swiping him back and forth in the diaper to clean the floor. I mean, we'd have had everybody working.
I told my mother she need to be in jail.
And she said, put me there. I dare you.
Exactly. We could have had a cleaning service. At least give me some money. Come on.
See, Black kids never threaten their parents like that because we'd just been dead.
Exactly.
I'm going to call them. I'm going to tell them. Do it. Please. They get that quiet voice where you just start sweating automatically because you're quiet. And that's even worse.
Going back to the time because you sure sound like all the rest of them. My mother and everybody. Do it.
Do it. Please do it. Please.
Oh, God.
So, Kelly, when you were growing up, did your mom make you cook?
Yes, but it usually involved a lot of hovering and you not doing it right the whole time. So I lost interest. I remember learning how to cook those snap peas where you're supposed to snap the ends of the green beans.
Off the
Oh my God, you might as well throw away the whole bean because they complain more thing than...
They want you to take off the very
Exactly.
end. And you got to like, we just
exactly.
Girl, I've got fussed at about that too because my grandmother, I didn't really have to cook until she broke her arm.
Oh.
And then I had to cook all the time, which is probably why I didn't cook for years after that. I forgot how.
Right.
And she would just stand over me, and I swear to God, I think she was in that cast for like 2 years. I know good and well it don't take that long for your arm to heal.
Right.
But that's how I had to learn. And I obviously retained it, but when I got like 18, I rejected all of it. I didn't want to cook. I didn't want to iron. I didn't want to wash. I didn't want to do nothing that had to do with anything doing with the house.
It must have come back because you're a good cook.
I am. That's why I said I must have retained it, but at that time, you couldn't have told me I could cook.
Right.
Because I didn't want to remember anything.
Did she teach you that fried corn recipe? Where you get that?
I guess she must have.
It is so good.
I don't remember where I got that from or how that came about. So I'm assuming it must be my grandmother, but I don't actually remember her making it either.
You gave me the recipe, and I've tried to make it several times. It still come out good, though.
You know, even for myself, sometimes it comes out differently.
Mm-hmm.
I think you always have to add something. Like a friend of mine used to work for ABC here, and she gave me that recipe for the sweet potato pies. Well, but I don't use sweet potatoes because yams have more body to them. They have more flavor.
Okay.
So I don't call them sweet potato pies. I call them yam slam pies because that's my version of
it.
But she always said when you give somebody a recipe to, you should always add one thing that makes it your recipe. So I added something to the pies to make it my recipe. You have to add something to the corn to make it your recipe.
That's some of my favorite memories, though, learning recipes from you, from other people. Like, that's such a part of them. Like, it immediately takes you back to the moments. It really embodies the person to me.
Yeah. I didn't have that desire to cook at all. Fried corn and the pies, really. I don't have a lot of things that I do, but those are two that people always request.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you? What's your specialty?
Well, Hannibal's mom, when we got married, I went to find out some of his favorite recipes, how to cook.
Now, he's from the Dominican Republic?
No, she's Korean.
She's Korean?
Right.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
But yes, she makes something called rice.
What's that?
It's like basically ground beef and carrots and scallions and white rice mixed together.
Huh.
It's like a hamburger helper with just white rice.
Oh, okay.
It's really good, though, and they love it. My kids love it, too, now.
It sounds like an easy recipe, too. I love anything.
And that's the thing. It ain't that easy.
Oh, really?
Child, you got to get 3 angel tears from the west gate of heaven to...
You lost me as soon as you said 3. Anything over 1 is complicated.
It's too
so
much.
I'm done talking to you about that.
Right. So, also, you know, this episode showed a lot of your facial reactions.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you were doing a lot of face acting.
Well, you know, I learned from the best, Reggie. It's funny because you don't think about those things. And they're really, I was watching some of them were pointed out to me.
Right.
That it's really just an exaggeration of me a lot of the times.
Right.
It's such a funny thing because like there was one particular look when I was going to the door and I kind of looked back at you guys with a crazy look. But a lot of that just came so natural just because the characters, even though we were relatively new to each other, were so well defined. It was so easy to, you almost knew what Rachel was like. Oh, God, I hope they don't follow me. And you knew when they stood there for that second, that the next thing that they were going to do is come after.
Right.
We knew each other instinctively so well.
Mm-hmm.
That face acting was really just a part of it. I mean, I don't think it was anything that they told us to do.
Right.
Don't forget to act with your face. But I think it just was a natural exaggeration of our characters when we were in trouble or into doing something, you know, because we did not mind looking silly for the audience. And we did quite frequently.
And we enjoyed it so much.
Yeah. We enjoyed it as much as they did, actually.
Right.
So what about family businesses? This is an episode that really kind of deals with family businesses.
Well,
so
I didn't work at a family business, but my father's family's, one of his sisters had a cleaners. So but they're twins who worked in
Wait
the
a minute.
business.
Your dad is a twin?
No, my dad has twin sisters.
Oh, twin sisters.
One of them had
okay.
a cleaners, and the other one worked at another location in the same cleaners at another location.
All right.
But that also acted as the family daycare. So I didn't work there, but you spent your summers and after school time there. And I swung on the little racks in the back, and we had fun, and they let us help like bag up stuff, but I didn't really work there. But it was the best time of your life because the cousins, all cousins met up there.
Oh, see, that's fun. That sounds like that would be fun.
Yeah.
I guess I'm sort of in a family business now because you're all family and we're all business. Fobro has a way of suckering me into stuff.
All right. Well, at least it's not crappy stuff. It's good stuff.
Yeah, it's good to you. But it always starts out with like this kind of like off the hand question that I may answer, not thinking there's anything attached to it, but there always is. My son is kind of pimping me. Just a little bit. I'm almost scared to answer questions now because I think there's something attached to it. I mean, this is a family project. I mean, your family, right. I consider our crack team family.
Right.
Yeah, so this is kind of a family project.
Yeah.
You know, I guess the first of many. It's not the first time that I've worked with him, but it's the first time that we're actually progressing and doing something that we're all enjoying and all profiting from and all just having a new experience together. Right. So that's kind of cool. But he's pitching me for projects. So, wait a minute, let me tell you. I'm on the phone talking to my agent, you know, grousing about work and whatever. And my agent goes, well, you know, it's really a good time for, and he mentions his show. It's really time for that to be happening. And I'm like, does he think he's talking to somebody else? What show is he talking about? So I said, Steve, what the hell are you talking about? And he went, oh, have you not talked to your son? I'm like, have I? What?
Right.
This boy done got together with 2 or 3 of my agents pitching stuff. I'm like, what the heck is going on here?
Well,
and I didn't even know about it.
You the WB Frog.
Wait.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling.
Didn't know a thing.
Yeah.
It's a sad story when your agent has to tell you what your son is doing.
No, but how fabulous is it that somebody's mom is that talented where they can do that? Because guess what?
You're not helping my case, Kelly. You're not helping, okay?
If I put my both of them together, ain't worth 2 cents.
Now, if you listen to our show, you know our crack research team always has something up their sleeve.
Well, they might be on crack with this one, and they really got
I told you that.
into the weeds by going out of the weeds. Moving at a moderate speed, utilizing a home kitchen, it would take 6 people about 100 hours to make 12,000 lemon tarts. So definitely more than 2 days at the Winslow's joint.
I say comedy license. Continue.
Okay.
Actually, here's one.
Okay.
Rachel referenced Famous Amos. We talked about that.
Right.
Well, for those of you who don't know, Famous Amos is the nickname of Wally Amos, the man behind the original Famous Amos chocolate chip cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in 1975, he opened the first Famous Amos cookie store in Los Angeles using a modified version of his aunt's homemade chocolate chip cookie recipe.
Hey, this is a good one.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He used celebrity contacts and savvy marketing to turn his cookie into a national sensation. His face and signature Panama hat had become iconic on the packaging until he left the company in the mid-'80s. And though the company still exists under different owners, they are not widely available as they were in the 70s and 80s. But as I said, I still find them. You can find them like in little corner neighborhood stores and stuff like that. They have the little bags of Famous Amos cookies, and they're still good. And just in a related bit of info, before he started Famous Amos, Wally Amos was originally a literary talent at the William Morris Agency. Can you believe that?
Are you joking?
No, girl. And listen to this. He signed names like Simon and Garfunkel and Diana Ross.
Famous Amos?
Famous Amos or Wally Amos.
Well, the crack research team need a kudos for this one. This was a good one.
Yeah, that crack really worked out on them. We're going to have to give them some more. No.
Right. You guys know we are so excited to hear from you. So let's hear another voicemail from one of our Family Matters family.
Hi, Thelma. Hi, Kelly. So I have a little bit of a predicament. I currently work a full-time job and I'm comfortable there. Happy is a little bit of a stretch, but I'm comfortable. I get tested a lot, but it's one of those things, it's like, it's a job, you know? My family, on the other hand, they kind of feel like I've shorted myself a little bit and they want me to actually kind of expand and maybe go back to school or try to find something else because, I don't know, they're telling me that I have a lot more potential and I shouldn't just be like working this regular desk job. However, I'm kind of on the fence because I get what they're saying and I love them and I respect them, obviously. And I agree with them to an extent, but at the same time, I'm like, why can't you just be happy that I have a job, I'm employed? But sometimes I kind of am like, am I shorting myself? Should I listen to my family and maybe go back to school, maybe kind of start over? What do you guys think I should do? Thank you so much.
Why you nodding at me, lady?
Well, because you are the hardest working woman. You did James Brown, the show business. I thought you might have some advice.
Well, the advice I would give, I always followed my heart. I mean, my grandmother wanted me to do, all sorts of things, and all of them made sense, but not for me. So I think that you really have to kind of look inward and figure out if there is something that you can do that would make you happy. And use this job, since it does have benefits, and we know right about now, don't be giving up no job, child. Don't give up those benefits. But use this job as a springboard towards the next thing that you would really like to do. But you really have to figure that out for yourself. I know parents mean well, and a lot of times they make a lot of sense, but it's not always your path. Sometimes your parents are trying to live vicariously through you. They want you to have the things that they didn't have. But you've really got to decide what's right for you. I mean, my grandmother was very upset with me because I didn't continue in college because I had an opportunity to travel and sing. But in the long run, she was really happy because it worked for me. It made me happy and I thrived in that. But again, I think you have to really figure out if there's something that you're kind of neglecting because you're comfortable. Because the one thing about being comfortable is there's not a lot of growth in that. Usually when you're uncomfortable is when you're growing and you're moving forward. Kelly, what do you think?
I agree with your parents. I think maybe you should go to college and get something that's going to be sustainable. Yes, you should do something that you're passionate about, but I think that you should become a technician at it. I think you need to set yourself up to do well for the rest of your life. And I think that involves going to college. You still have to follow your passion, but you're only young once, so go to college and work.
There you go.
While you got the energy.
We hope that helps you, and we wish you well. I hope that when you get that other job that you're talking about, come back and tell us about it. We would love that. And thank you so much for calling in. Thank you so much for trusting us with your future, because, girl, that takes some nerve. Well, I think that's enough for this week. What you think?
I think that's it.
I think so, too.
All right.
That's it. We have run out of show.
Right.
But stay tuned.
Yeah, we're going to rewatch each episode of Family Matters week by week, so make sure to rewatch the show right along with us. You can catch it on Hulu and TBS and a bunch of other places.
Welcome to the Family with Thelma and Kelly is a production of iHeart Podcasts and Audiation. It's hosted by me, Thelma Hopkins.
And me, Kelly Williams.
Our executive producers are Sandy Smallins for Audiation, Adam Rip, J.D. Hopkins, who also happens to be my son and Kelly's faux bro, and Jonathan Strickland for iHeart Podcasts.
The show is produced by Thelma and I, but our series producer is Ireland Meacham, and our theme song's lyrics were written by J.D. Hopkins and Adam Rip. The theme song was scored and mixed by Matt Noble, who's also our series mixer.
And we'd like to thank Nikki Etour and the entire iHeart Podcast team. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Follow us on Instagram at Welcome to the Family Pod for behind-the-scenes photos and more bonus content.
And don't forget to leave us a voicemail at our website, thefamilymatterspod.com. We want to hear your thoughts and favorite memories of the show. And let us know if you need advice, because we're good for some bad advice. We might be able to help you with your own family matters.
And make sure to rate and review us wherever you're listening. We are so excited to have you guys along for the ride.
Welcome to the family, everybody, and we will see you next time. Welcome,
Bye.
welcome, welcome. Bye.
Welcome to the family.
Audiation.
New year, new you? Begin at loseweightnow.co and make this the year you finally feel in control. With Orderly Meds, access-proven GLP-1 tirzepatide starting as low as $149 a month. It's simple, doctor-guided, and delivered right to your home so you can finally focus on feeling healthier and more confident. Get started today at loseweightnow.co. Individual results may vary. Visit loseweightnow.co and get started today. That's loseweightnow.co.
Every year, people make the same fitness goal, train harder. But most fail because recovery gets ignored, especially connective tissue that muscles depend on to grow. Frog Fuel was developed by Navy SEALs and perfected by a Stanford-trained scientist, delivering 15 grams of nanohydrolyzed collagen protein that digests in just 15 minutes. It's science-backed and ready to drink. No mixing, no sugar, no junk. This year, don't just train harder, recover smarter. Go to frogfuel.com. That's frogfuel.com. Stay unbreakable.
Janice Torres here.
And I'm Austin Hankwitz. We host the podcast Mind the Business Small Business Success Stories, produced by Ruby Studio in partnership with Intuit QuickBooks.
We're back for season 4 to talk to some incredible small business owners.
The big thing about working in tech is that it's ever evolving, ever changing. Everyone's a rookie. That's how fast the industry is changing. So what I'm really excited about is to be part of that change.
So listen on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Sometimes all we want is more of the same, like another round of golf played from a channel with 24/7 coverage, another look at the garden, and the deer as they pick their way through it, another Taco Tuesday, followed by a whatever's in the fridge Wednesday. And to get more of the same, all we need is a little help. With adaptable care plans from qualified, compassionate caregivers matched to your family's needs, Home Instead can help you and your passions stay home, no matter what's on your horizon. Visit Home Instead online for a better what's next.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed Human.